Now at 11, we're following breaking news. A rap star on the rise killed during a violent home invasion in the Hollywood Hills this morning. The music world is in shock as police search for the shooter.
Pop Smoke was known by some of the biggest names in the business, like Nicki Minaj and 50 Cent. His murder has stunned fans everywhere.
Yeah, everybody's talking about it. Police say suspects broke into his home and shot him. The home is on Hercules Drive in the Hollywood Hills. CBS 2's Tina Patel is live there with the latest on this story. Tina, good morning.
How's everybody doing today? Here I am in the Hollywood Hills, walking on a sidewalk, which you don't see in the Hollywood Hills very often. It's very bizarre. Feels weird. And there's a few somewhat seem to be abandoned houses up here, ones that haven't been touched in a while. And I believe the house that I'm going to is the same situation, the house where Pop Smoke, the rapper Bashar Jackson, where he was murdered in February of 2020. If you don't know Pop Smoke, he's a very, very extremely popular rapper, singer, songwriter. Had a couple of popular mixtapes called Meet the Woo Volume 2. And then after he passed away, actually, his album, Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon, I think is what it's called. It was produced by 50 Cent. Debuted at #1 on the Billboard charts, and all 19 songs charted on the Hot 100. That's incredible. And that's sad that it takes a death for something like that to happen, for such amazing success. But we're walking through the house right now. It's just up along here. And tell you about what happened that night when Pop Smoke was murdered here. And it was quite a huge story, and he's from Brooklyn and he's buried in Brooklyn. I hope to visit his grave and pay my respects there at some point. The house is just right here. If you could imagine, this is a quiet little street. The Hollywood Hills are all very quiet all the time. You can hear a pin drop, and right down the street is Hollywood Boulevard, Sunset Boulevard. Like, just craziness. And up in the Hollywood Hills, you can always just hear a pin drop. It's so quiet. But that night, there would have been bedlam, especially for the next few days. And I'm gonna take you to the house right now. In fact, this is it here. Yeah. Here we are. This is the house.
Good morning. Fans are starting to show up to pay their respects. Police still don't know the motive behind this shooting, whether it was an attempted robbery or something else, but you can see that they are still out here investigating and searching for suspects.
So it looks like it's under construction and real estate, the investments, yeah. Yeah, it's under heavy construction. It's owned by one of the Real Housewives. I'm not sure which one. I'll put her name on here. It's one show that I don't know anything about.
They say Pop Smoke was shot and killed during an early morning break-in at a home in the Hollywood Hills. All police are saying right now is that they got a 911 call just before 5 a.m.
The radio call was called in by someone from back east, and stated a friend of theirs' home was being broken into by multiple suspects and that one of them was armed with a handgun.
When police arrived at the home on Hercules Drive, they detained several people who turned out to be witnesses. Those men say there were between 2 and 6 suspects. At least one was wearing a mask. Investigators don't know if the home or the people inside were being targeted, but we showed police social media posts that appear to show Pop Smoke and a friend posing in front of the home yesterday with what looks like stacks of money behind them. The home is actually owned by Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Teddy Mellencamp, who confirmed that she had rented the property out through a third-party company. Neighbors say they've been frustrated by the constant renters because even though nothing like this has happened before, they can't keep track of who should and shouldn't be in the neighborhood.
I'm gonna go across the street and get some better shots of the house so you can see what it looks like. It's an eerie feeling, and I'm not saying that just to be dramatic or anything. It's just it's a weird, quiet little street. There's nobody out. There's nobody around, and there's a few houses on this street that are just under construction or seem to be abandoned. But I'm sure somebody owns them and somebody's fixing them up, of course. But beautiful houses all around. As you can see, it's under heavy renovation. Looks like the whole house has been gutted. And I mean, there's a outhouse for the workers and lots of building permits, scaffolding. Definitely is being worked on. This is high up in the Hollywood Hills. Well, not too high actually, it's just off of Mount Olympus. So it's not too high. The Hollywood Hills go higher and a lot twistier. These roads weren't too hard to navigate. But it's right here in this house where Pop Smoke died.
Breaking news from LAPD this morning. Detectives have arrested 5 people in connection with the murder of rapper Pop Smoke. 20-year-old Bashar Jackson was shot and killed by several masked men during a home invasion robbery in Hollywood Hills back in February.
As you can see, beautiful houses, and this one is just kind of in the middle, being, assuming just a lot of work being done. All right, so that was the house there. That was where Pop Smoke was renting the house. Sadly, he was murdered. It's real darkness to these streets at night. I'm telling you, as you can see, the sun's going down, but you can't see how high up they go. It just goes up and up and up, especially over that way. They go higher and higher. Beverly Hills is that way. More of Hollywood Hills is that way. And it's just crazy. Wow. As much wealth as there is around here, there's always some sort of eerie or creepy or sad story on these streets. Never fails. Always. Even this house looks creepy and abandoned, not pleasant. But I mean, then you have those houses there that are beautiful. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Bashar Jackson. Peace to you. Love you all. If you just watch my channel, I do, because you may just have tuned in or clicked on because of the title, so maybe you've not watched my channel before, but I don't just do stuff like this. I do happy videos, all sorts of things. So thanks for watching. Subscribe. I always forget to say that. And yeah, but I wanted to say I pay tribute, and I want to see this place, and I want to bring you along with me. So, rest in peace, Pop Smoke, as I was saying. Thanks for watching. Peace out.